Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel, Oracle of the Crows, Hypnocrow. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you to each and every one of you guys, whether you are a returning subscriber or a new subscriber to my channel. I am grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've given me on my journey. So this video is for the star sign of Taurus. For this lunar eclipse that we got coming on November 8th. It is a full moon lunar eclipse in sidereal Aries or tropical Taurus, depending on which astrology that you follow. So Tauruses, let's see here, an ancestral or karmic pattern that is calling you to be released. And for this question, we are going to use the Moonology cards to see what is the moon reflecting back to you. This pattern that is calling to you, that is being reflected back to you to release. An ancestral or karmic pattern that is calling and being reflected back to Taurus to be released. Ancestral or karmic pattern. Okay, well, we have a win-win outcome is forecast with the full moon in Libra. So you could have Libra somewhere in your chart, Taurus. So what is being reflected back to you is bringing in a state of balance. This to me is the Justice card, because the Justice is, well, the scales of balance. So it could be something legal that is going to happen for you, where you're going to have a win-win outcome when it comes to some sort of a legal matter that you've been dealing with. And the full moon is reflecting back to you that a win-win outcome is forecast for you. So I feel like they're telling you, don't worry. This is a pattern that is calling you to release it. And it is about bringing in that state of balance and trusting. Trusting an outcome. And that you're going to win it. So that is what's being reflected back to you that I can see so far. So let's go ahead and pull signs from Spirit. Let me see. What are they showing you? What are the signs that Spirit is showing you with this reflection? For Taurus. What's the signs that are being reflected to Taurus about this win-win outcome? Okay. So you could be smelling things, you could be thinking about things, the aroma, maybe even, well, for a while there, on a personal level, I was smelling bread, and then I smelled honeysuckle, which honeysuckle is a sign that your spirit team is around you. And bread is a sign, or toast rather, is a sign of something new, breaking bread, or, you know, being hospitable. So I just feel like what is being reflected back to you is past, something from the past that is coming back around this time, where there's some sort of an outcome that maybe was denied to you in the past, and you're thinking about that. So patterns in the past where the outcome wasn't so grand is now coming back around, where the outcome is going to be a win-win situation. Alright, so let's see if anything else wants to come out. So past memories, thinking about things. So you could be very well thinking about this. Yeah. So it's about clinging to the poison of your thoughts, clinging to the poison of past memories. So you're definitely completing a profound karmic cycle, something that was contracted with it within your soul, something that you've been going through for a while here. Something, when I see trees, I think about things, that karmic energy, your karmic ancestors. It's this stuff that you have been clinging to in the past, that you're thinking about, the past memories, any past situations. So the full moon lunar eclipse is reflecting back to you something in your contract, something that came down through your ancestors. So you're definitely completing a karmic ancestral pattern here of clinging to things that no longer serve you, things that are poisonous, things that make you itch, things that make you ill, definitely poison, past memories that are poisonous, things that are written in your soul contract. So that's why this win-win outcome is forecast, is because it is in your contract. So you're definitely completing a profound karmic ancestral cycle of things that were instilled within you as a child, coming down through your ancestors. That's why it's been so hard for you. And it could also be about love as well. So that is what I see. When I see trees, I think about your ancestors. I think about the ancestors coming down through, like a verbal vine here. Things that were, told to you, such as you're never going to amount to anything, you're not worthy. I don't even know why you even think about that. And this is an example of my own, where my parents they were the greatest. I love my parents, don't get me wrong. They're not with me no more. They both passed away. But the point is when I was a child, I had the model body. Like I could eat, I don't care what it was I ate, I never gained a pound. I'm like 5'11", and I weighed 100 pounds, all through my years until I had kids. And my parents told me, oh, you're never going to amount to anything. Why would you want to become a model? Because I had the model body. Models sleep their way to the top. Why would you want to do that? I've always been interested in ice skating. Why are you watching that? You're never going to be able to do that. That's what I'm talking about. The things, the poison that your family instilled within you. This was all part of the divine plan. It was all part of your contract. So that's why it's being reflected back to you, so that you can release it. Past memories that you're clinging to with the poisonous words that your family has told you. And so I really feel, I'm not the only person, I am sure, that your family has downed you about. I know I'm not the only person. I've bumped into a lot of people who've experienced the same thing. And it's really hard to break out of that pattern of being told that you're never going to amount to anything. I don't even know why you're looking at that. Why are you even thinking about that? That's not a good situation. Well, first of all, your parents are supposed to be your biggest supporters. They're supposed to be your biggest fans. They're supposed to have your back no matter what. So for those of us who have been through situations like that, this full moon lunar eclipse is helping you to break out of that pattern that you're clinging to, of the poisonous words that your family has told you, of the memories of them poisonous words that you're clinging to. Okay? So what I want to say about that is we have Libra coming up here for you, Taurus. We just had the new moon solar eclipse in Sidereal Libra, which is true divine timing. Sidereal is true divine timing. It's the true astrology. The tropical is man-made astrology. Okay, so Feeling like perhaps you missed your opportunity could be something that is coming through that is a pattern. Feeling like, oh, well, my parents always told me I wasn't worthy, so here it is, proof. No, you are worthy of things that are meant for you. So there is a state of something coming back around with this contract, even could have something to do with the legal system that is going to bring you into a state of balance. There's maybe something legally that you're going to win. So don't cling to the poison of the past. It's time to let that pattern go. It's time to break that karmic ancestral pattern. I have children too, and I always tell, my middle daughter mostly, I love her, and she can accomplish anything if she puts her mind to it. I try to have her back no matter what, because I know what it's like. So I feel like that little story there is definitely going to resonate with somebody, because I know if I went through it, I'm not the only one. And you can do this, Taurus. You can do this. You can break free of that pattern you're clinging to. It's time to clear it up. And I feel like that's why your journey has been so hard. Because when we're down here and we're clearing out ancestral karma, it's really, really hard. Because of the things that have been handed down to us, the way we've been treated, the things that have been said to us. It's time to break it. It's time to break it. Face that shadow and let it go. So for some of you, like I said, you could be smelling things. Because listen, the veil is still the thinnest. Our ancestors are still the closest to us. So you could be smelling maybe a passed on loved one's scent. You could be, like I said, smelling honeysuckle. That's a true sign that your angels are around you. Okay? Or smelling a passed on loved one's cologne, deodorant, cigarette smoke. Maybe a favorite food. If your ancestors were smokers, maybe a favorite food, a scent across underneath your nose and you're not cooking. That's all a sign. Okay? So let's go ahead to the next question. How can Taurus evolve from this pattern and take your next step? How can Taurus evolve from this pattern and take your next step? How can Taurus evolve from this pattern and take their next step? How can Taurus evolve from this pattern and take their next step? Yep. So this is the Tower moment. So with the Tower in reverse, see how all these building blocks, there's parts of you that are broken. Like there's pieces and parts of you that are out of place, right? So how can you evolve from this pattern? Well, start building up again. Start building from the first block, which is your head, which is the thoughts, the memories that you're clinging to. Align that first. Move into the heart space. Things that cause you to block off your emotions. Move into that area of your life and put that back into place as a state of balance. Move down to your solar plexus. See the belly button there. See the X, right? That's the poison. The poison that you're hanging on to in your energy. Have the courage to start at square one and start rebuilding. Start rebuilding. Through what? The lessons that this pattern has taught you. that is how you can take your next step. Things that are being revealed and reflected back to you is showing you how to take that next step and to start building from square one, which is the memories that are poisonous, the thoughts that are poisonous, the emotions that are poisonous. Unblock that heart. Take the power back from that poison. Set that back in place. A rebalancing, a reset is coming. Big shifts, big changes for you, Taurus. Big changes. So it's basically they're saying that there is like a major reset coming for you. And it all had to happen for like everything that has disrupted your life, any chaos, any tower moments, all had to happen for you to have this reset. So you're having a reset. And the challenges that you've experienced in your life was all part of the divine plan. So how things are going to shift and change are going to be a bit shocking. So be ready for the unexpected is what I feel. Because I feel like this outcome, this win-win outcome, is going to come to you by shock. But that's okay, because sometimes the biggest shock is the best reset. Okay? So that is what I feel. So Taurus, what must you consciously let go of that you've been avoiding? What must you consciously let go of that you've been avoiding? Surrender comparisons with other people. So again, stop comparing yourself. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. Right? So you have your own path. So keep your eyes trained on your own path. Focus on your own strengths, your own power. What makes you attracted to perhaps things that disrupt you. And I feel like you see it, but you avoid it. So what they're telling you is, what must you consciously let go of that you've been avoiding? Consciously let go of judging yourself against other people. Every one of us down here, the only thing we have in common is that we're all down here having a human experience. That's it. But we're all souls. We all have different paths. We all are unique to our journey. So focus on the strengths and the power that you have to start rebuilding after this poison has disrupted your life. Focus on bringing yourself back into a state of balance. And see what makes you attracted to tower moments. And what did I say about divine timing? Look at the clock tower. The tower. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. So what must you consciously let go of? Your ego. Keep your eyes keep your eyes on yourself, on your own. It's about what makes you so attracted to these tower moments is your ego. And I feel like that's what you've been avoiding. is the power of your ego. And then you look at, why does this person get this? Why does this person get that? So a win-win outcome is forecast, and they want you to be patient and learn to trust. And until this divine timing comes into your life, start rebuilding. Start from the first block is your ego, your head. Then move into the heart, right? And see what is why are you blocking your heart off, right? Focus on the strength and the power of your heart and your mind, your emotions and your mind, and see what makes you so attractive to these tower moments. It's your ego. And you have not, and that's what you've been avoiding. So you are going to learn to be patient. You're going to learn to trust in the power of divine flow. So, and that's what you need to surrender to. A win-win outcome is forecast, absolutely. Divine timing. It's all according to your soul contract when things happen. So I do feel there is going to come, something is going to come in that's going to be shocking for you. But that's okay, because this shock is going to cause a big profound change in your life. I feel like you're going to be shocked about how something comes in. Some sort of a decision or a legal judgment is going to come in, and it's going to be very shocking for you. Alright, so the next question is a message from your soul self, or your higher self, that you need to listen to at this time. So something your soul is trying to convey to you that you need to listen to at this time. Your higher self, your soul self, something that your soul self has been trying to convey to you that you need to listen to at this time. Voyage. I am safe and loved no matter where I am. So it's about your soul telling you you're on this journey is like a voyage, right? You're the captain of your boat, and as long as you feel safe and loved no matter where you're at, that's where your power comes from. Focus on your own power. Focus on your own journey, and feel safe and loved, that no matter what is happening in your exterior world, you could trust the universal flow, right? Because you're in the flow here. No matter what battle may be going on in your outside world, you still have your power within. And your emotions are very powerful, Taurus. Okay, look at the moon on this card being reflected back to you. The full moon. So it's about trusting in divine timing. Divine timing is the sidereal. And in sidereal, the full moon lunar eclipse is in Aries. Aries is the first house. Your power, your inner power, your attractiveness, your strengths, Taurus. Alright, so let's pull another card. Higher self, soul self message to Taurus. You're divinely protected. Trust that. So a higher soul self message to Taurus that they need to listen to at this moment. You're on a journey. You're on a voyage. That is what I feel they're telling you big time. You are healing. Yeah. You're in a process of healing these karmic ancestral patterns. That's why your journey's been so hard. I don't know why. There's like a glare. Can you guys see that? Okay, there we go. So Taurus, healing happens in seasons. It can't be rushed or forced to fit your ego's schedule. So often we curse the seeds that haven't taken root, failing to realize it's not their time. They need more water, sunlight, and care. Bullying ourselves blocks regeneration. Also, sometimes the healing we're focused on isn't the healing that takes place. There is a much deeper healing going on. Be patient, dear one. You are healing, and trust the universal flow that you're safe no matter where you are at in the seasons of your life. Divine timing cannot be rushed. Alrighty, thank you for watching, Tauruses, and have a blessed lunar eclipse and week.